Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Tracy,
I'm Carol,
and we are my
Outlander.
Purgatory.
I should have said Droughtlander.
We are my Droughtlander Purgatory. For I guess quite a while yet. I guess it's going to be a little while yet. Carol, how are you? It has been
Oh,
quite a while since
goodness
the
gracious.
holidays, I think. Since we have checked
I kind
in.
of like, I'm sorry, guys. I have a child whose birthday it is today who is texting me, so I can't really ignore. Um, okay. So, you guys, what the hell's going on? Really, like, I think everybody you ask, like, hey, how you doing? What's new? They're like, nothing. What the hell would be new?
I think, though, I mean, at least for us, like, life is just starting to slowly get back to, like, the new normal. Like, we just got back, like, last week we went away for a couple of days. We went up to the Catskills, rented a house on Airbnb, drove around, ate it in indoor dining, did some indoor dining.
They drove around.
Did some wineries and stuff like that. And then this past weekend, we went to a real, like, fancy date night indoor dining place and hung out with friends. But all of it is, like, with, this on you, like that. So that's kind of the new normal. We're starting to do stuff like we used to do, but we look like this. And you want to know the worst part of this? So here's life, okay, right? So, like, okay, I'll give you an example. So we, on Saturday afternoon, our neighbor is in a band, and the band played in their front yard, and, like, all the neighbors came out and, like, hung out and whatever. And we're all out there, and we all bring our little cocktails, our little adult beverages, but we're all sitting here like this, right? And you go to drink your adult beverage.
Have you ever done this? Oh,
I've done it with ice cream. Oh, I can't talk at this match. But do you go?
I've done that
Let me
too.
ask you this: do you go like this, or do you like this?
There is way too much mask removal in that situation. I do a quick little
It's just it just gets in the
and then
way.
right back up.
So that's why I'm hoping that Dr. Fauci says burn the masks. Not so. I mean, yes, because that will mean we've conquered corona. Yes, COVID, but also we can drink freely again. There you go.
Yes. Well, also for any of you guys who are like, oh my God, like, please tell me you're not mask happy. I'm not, but we live in New Jersey, and every other week, New Jersey's a hot spot. Every other week, just when we think it's good, all of a sudden the numbers are back up again. It's like, what the hell?
I know. New Jersey and my county is like the worst county in New Jersey too because I live in sort of an urban area.
Well, guess what, you guys? Because I live at the shore. I don't live in an urban area, and we're either like the best county or the worst, depending on the party season. So, because everybody goes to the shore to go hang out and party. So if it's like a holiday, you know that in 2 weeks you're going to be getting a lot of email from the school every day. Today we have 5 kids out in the high school.
Yeah, Memorial Day is going to be
But
lots of fun over where you are.
well, all I have to say is, you know what, you guys, we live in the most densely populated state. So here's to us for dealing with all of this and getting through it because we live on top of each other.
Carol, what are you drinking in there? Do I even have to ask?
Being Santa Margarita Pinot Grigio.
Um, I am drinking red, which I want to
Tracy,
do.
you didn't give me
pandemic.
you didn't give me enough time to say, Tracy, what are you drinking?
Oh, okay, you can ask me
Tracy
now.
told me it smells like feet, you guys.
I did have a little of a different kind before this, and it was a Pinot Noir, and this is a Cab Sav. And it's a little. I'm not even gonna show the label. I think that's probably it. I was a little used to lighter, and this does kind of taste like feet, but it'll be good
Tracy,
tomorrow if I have a steak or something.
what kind of kinky stuff are you into that you know what feet taste like? Okay, this went on way too long. So, I apologize to everyone for doing this because I hate this shirt. I don't know why it's on. Like, it doesn't fit right. It's supposed to be a boat neck. You order stuff on Amazon, and that's what happens.
Yeah. You roll the dice. You roll the dice.
Who's doing some serious post-COVID workouts to take off the 20 pounds they put on?
It's the COVID-19.
I'm just hoping that, like, you know, by my reunion in November. Oh, it's a big one. Woo! It's so high. I don't even know 35? What it is.
What is it? 25? 25? 35?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a 5. I know that. That's all I can tell you. I think it's 35 because I think mine, yeah.
But I don't know why I was thinking it was next year. You guys, first of all, in my own defense, we all know Carol lost like 2 years. I always call myself Rip Van Winkle because like people will tell me stuff and I'm like, wait, when did that happen? Like I missed out on life. But then we had a year of COVID. So like, I don't know what's going on ever. I thought I had another like a year and a half until my high school reunion that I am damn hell-bent on going to because I'm single and ready to mingle. No, okay.
You're going to be vaxxed and single and ready to mingle.
God. Lord, if you want to go mingle, you don't do it at a high school reunion. I'll tell you that right now. Especially your 35th. Anyway. So I just realized the other day that my high school reunion is coming and I'm like, oh, I got to get this off.
Yeah, I just, and since we're 5 years apart, that would mean mine is going to be this year too, but I've never gone to any of them anyway, so.
Oh, Tracy, they're so much fun.
We'll see. Maybe I'll make that a goal.
You guys, it sucks because I used to leave Tom at home and he'd be like, oh, poor me, I can't go. He never wanted to go. And I was like, look, I don't feel like walking around introducing you to people. I won't even know who half of them are. Like, I'll forget who you know what I mean? You just forget. You see people now, you're like, did you sit next to me in math class? But now it's the exact opposite. Now I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be the only single one. Everybody's going to be there with a
Oh, I doubt it. No, everybody else will be on their, like, second divorce.
Me and the partiers. Well, that's what I'm hoping.
No, I think by that point you're gonna have to be fighting off the other bitches for the hotties.
There's no hotties at a reunion. Let's be honest.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we have some. Should we? I'm hearing from Third Sister Jill, who's interested in joining this little chat.
She is?
She just texted. She said, how do I get on? And I'm not quite sure how we get her on.
Yeah. We just add her. I'll add her.
All right. You add her right now.
I'm adding her.
Okay, you guys. We're back. There was a lot of behind-the-scenes shenanigans. But we are back, and we have our special guest, Third Sister Jill.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Jill, push your glasses up on your face. You can't see your eyes.
Jill's like, I'm going to do a slow golf clap. All right, well, I'll do them for her.
All right, this is getting really, really boring.
Oh my God, I have mask itch nose.
Tracy and I just had our masks on, Jill.
Oh, well, I have mine on all day, every day. So
Jill, how are you doing before we get to all the agenda that we have to get to?
Considering I was just doing this.
Guys, Jill is a teacher.
What?
Third Sister Jill is a teacher, so.
Yeah.
We've been in the classroom since the start of the school year, I think.
Yep, we are all in, thank God, because technology and I do not mix. So virtual.
Most teachers are like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. And Jill's like, yes, I'm in school.
Thank God.
All right.
We all virtual kids, so.
So we have a lot to discuss tonight. Pretty much all is going to be Outlander related, unless we're still have a third wind by the end, and want to talk about other things. But
I want to talk shows.
Yes. Well, we have well, there's a lot of news because since the last time that we showed up here, a lot of stuff has happened Outlander-wise, so we can talk through that a little bit. But we do want to... Should we start with our special announcement?
I think that's a great idea. And Jill, look at the camera.
It's up high,
going
Jill.
up the middle
of
your
top of your computer.
And take the glasses off because we can't see.
Yeah, you're totally like
be able to see you.
Yes.
There
It's
you
all
go.
blurred.
Oh, what?
It's all
I am
blurred.
like, who's telling me that I don't? I'm like, take your glasses off. Hi. God. You guys,
Guys,
getting old and not being able to see
They look
close
nice.
up.
Jill's look like Dad's, and all you can see is computer screen reflecting in them. Yours look good. I'll put mine on if you want. Oh,
You hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing this the whole time because I love it.
Those are just cheaters, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, mine are cheaters.
It's something new I learned.
Okay. So, all right. Well, so we'll start with the special
Yeah.
announcement.
Okay.
We're already probably half an hour in at this point, so I hope that you guys have stayed because it's really worth it. This is
Well, why don't you
huge.
just edit it and put it at the beginning?
Because no.
She'll probably be editing a lot of this out.
Okay.
Okay. So
She'll be editing a lot of me out. That's what she usually does.
let me recap. Let me rewind a little bit for those of you who I don't think that you'd be new at this point because we really haven't done much since the pandemic started, and the last season ended. Anyway, if you might recall, right when the pandemic started, we were planning the inaugural My Outlander Purgatory Goes to Scotland trip of a lifetime. I can't believe it was 2020. I was going to say 2021, but no, it was 2020. Are you guys even paying attention? Here's what I say.
Just carry on.
Don't put your head down.
Good Lord. Okay, you guys just go do your own thing. I'll talk to them. I'll update. Okay.
But I'm not usually on this, so.
Okay.
And I already know the special announcement.
So anyway, and we were scheduled to go in April of 2020, and we had to cancel, as did every other trip ever in the history of trips. Jill, I believe, had 3 trips canceled on her. She is the. Did your cruise for this summer get canceled?
Oh my God. Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yep, your trip, our Europe trip, and the Viking cruise.
Oh my God.
That's this minute. I'm a 3-time loser.
So yeah, we tried as hard as we could, and it just didn't happen. It didn't happen for anybody, clearly, and it really sucked. And we hoped, we kept our fingers crossed. We kept in touch with Lisa, our friend, who is at a different, who was had gotten in touch with us about doing the tour, and is at a different company now called Prime Tours. And we hoped more, and we crossed all our appendages, and we talked, and we talked, and we talked. And Carol, would you like to make the announcement?
We're going again. I'm going to Disney World.
I'm not. I'm going to Scotland.
You guys.
So guess what? It's happening the same week in 2022. And let me tell you guys, when this all first went down, it was presented at us to go to, did we want to go in 2021?
Oh my God.
Oh Lord. Thank God we said no. We were like, you know what? We're too afraid to do that. Let's wait till 2022. And at the time I was like, oh my God, it's 2 years. Now I'm like, thank God we did that. Anyway, you guys, who's coming? We're going to Scotland. We're going to all the cool Outlander places with MOP.
It's the dates are April 23rd, Saturday, April 23rd to Sunday, May 1st. What are you doing,
Isn't it
Jill?
Sunday? Isn't it
What?
Sunday, Tracy? It's Sunday to Sunday.
No, it's Saturday to Sunday.
Did it change? Because initially, it was going to be the flight was Saturday night into Sunday. So yeah, you'd arrive on Sunday morning. They're taking a red eye, I think, unless they want to take a different flight.
I know that the dates are April 23rd to May 1st, 2022. So yeah, I think maybe you fly out the 23rd, the 22nd, or the 23rd. I don't remember.
And you would arrive the 24th. Yeah.
I don't remember. The itinerary is going to be very similar to what it was planned for.
Very similar.
And we're super psyched. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I don't even know what else to say.
And Third Sister Jill is coming.
Third Sister Jill is coming.
Wait.
Mr. Mop, Mop John, who has never been on this podcast and probably will never be, but you guys will see him if you come on the trip. He will be there. He will be the social media coordinator. Yeah, we're thrilled. We're thrilled that we get round 2. We get a second chance to do this. And we hope that you guys can come with us. So, as I said, we are working with a company called Prime Tours this time around. They've been in business for something like 23, 25 years. They have a great reputation in the industry. They do a ton of tour, regular, consumer tours. They do a lot of educational tours, as does Third Sister Jill. She has done that business in the past.
Never been to
They do a ton of stuff. So we're super excited. Lisa will be heading it up as well. It'll be us, obviously. It'll be, a constant tour guide, a Scottish tour guide. We still don't know. I mean, I'm really hoping that by the spring of 2022, we can do one bus. We don't have to do that much social distancing. There might have to be masks still. We'll see.
Crap, I never thought of that.
But again, if things aren't more or less back to normal by April of 2022, just put me away with a bottle of this because I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. So I'm going to put this website on screen that you guys should go and visit. There is a My Outlander Purgatory Scotland trip page on the Prime Tours website if you want to search that, or I will give you the URL right here. And all the details are there. I will say the first time we did this, what did we sell out in 24 hours, Carol? So you want to get on there and apply and, sign, cross your T's, dot your I's sooner rather than later because this will sell out again. It's a fabulous trip. It's a great value. And it's us.
And I'm just going to mention that people who were already booked on last year's tour were already given the opportunity to sign up. That was only fair for this year's tour. So there aren't a ton of spots. So
Right.
if you want to go, don't wait.
Right.
Because then, like Tracy said, that's why we don't mean to be like, it's going to sell out. But there's already a chunk already booked.
Right.
So, yeah, we really want you guys to come with us. We're going to have a ball. We're going to have so much fun. I can't even imagine.
You guys,
I truly cannot even
before, in 2020, it was just us, normal, crazy. Now, it's going to be us with 2 years of pent-up crazy inside.
Oh,
we
my
need
God.
to let loose. I don't even know
feel
what
sorry
to say.
for Scotland. We're coming for you.
Oh my God. So go on, look it over, sign up. I'm sure there will be a waiting list. If you don't get in, get on the waiting list because last time around we did actually, I think there were people from the waiting list that did actually get a spot. Because people's plans change.
Yes.
So just sign up.
And two quick things. Number one, I will have all the info on myoutlanderpurgatory.com. I'm going to put in the sidebar too and just leave it there. So anytime you want to, at least a link to the page on Prime Tour. So anytime you need, you're like, wait, what was that again? Just go to myoutlanderpurgatory.com and click on it as soon as I get it up, and then it'll take you right there. And the second, excuse me, woo. The second thing I don't remember because I'm old now, and it went right in and right out again.
It'll come back. It always does.
Yes.
Oh, nope, that wasn't it either.
All right, so I think that's a really good segue into what you might say is like the prerequisite preparatory class for My Outlander Purgatory Goes to Scotland, and that was Men in Kilts. Now, am I the only one that watched it of the three of us here? Are we going to be watching it?
Of course, you guys, here's the deal. As Tracy already knows this, but she's giving you some theater right now. I have to be honest with you. I cut the cord. I got rid of cable. I got rid of every possible thing I could. So I've sort of been reveling in like my low payments for just internet and not a whole lot of, Netflix. I'm never not paying for Netflix. But long story short, she was like, you have to watch Men in Kilts. And I was like, no, it's $5.99 a month but you have to sign up for 6 months. And it's the principle of it. So long story short, I finally caved last week and said, all right, I'll plunk down my $8.99 for the month, but I'm going to binge the whole thing. So,
okay, that's super doable. So each of these episodes is a half hour. So it's 8 episodes. It's 2 hours. Get yourself a bottle of wine on a Saturday night and you're good to go.
Jill, stop shaking your head. This is an Outlander video. You're supposed to do this.
And then this is just my opinion, but I want to see Jamie and Dougal. I'm not interested in. Sorry, I'm going to piss people off. I'm not interested in seeing Sam Hewen. And the other guy's name. It's kind of like. Not that I just. It's just not my thing. It's kind of like, how much do I love The Walking Dead? How much do I love Daryl? But I don't need to see Norman Reedus riding around on his motorcycle on his show that he does, riding around in the different places. You know what I'm saying?
But he rides with Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Well, I did watch that episode because they went to Costa Rica, because I went to Costa Rica, so that's why I watched that episode. Mm-hmm. But it's just I love the characters. I don't need to see the actors. I love the characters.
If they passed me on those motorcycles, I'd follow them. I think I passed Bruce today.
Well, if I pass them in real life, but yeah, but I.
What about? But I don't think that the intent was to make it about the actors. I think the intent was to make it like that the actors are sort of your tour guides, or you're sort of experiencing Scotland through their eyes. But Scotland is the star of this show, I think.
Scotland is the star.
Scotland is the star. And you meet a lot of like
around a motorcycle.
Was there any cursing? Because the Scots love to curse.
Yes, but there wasn't like good Scottish cursing. Like, I mean, I don't think there's really spoilers in any of this. At one point, like, they, so the shtick is sort of like that Sam, like, eggs Grant on a lot. Like, Sam is the one that is, like, the teaser, and Grant is the teased, I guess. But at one point, they are on this big cliff, and they're, like, kind of having to rappel down it. And, Mr. My Peak Challenge, he's like,
Were they wearing kilts when they did that?
No, they were not. But Graham's all like, I'm afraid of heights. And they're like, oh, well, you go first.
The whole thing.
No, they do wear kilts. They actually wear kilts a lot. But just not when they were rappelling down. Because I wouldn't want to do that with a
that
kilt.
I'd watch.
But Graham was freaking out. And Graham was saying a lot of the F word. But it wasn't, to your point, there weren't good, like, blah, 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 Gaelic.
And stuff that you have no idea, you've never heard that saying before in your life. Y'all better just start studying now. Because if I can get, somehow can run into Hugh from Scotland, MOP Hugh, we will find him near Glasgow if, I think we're there for a night, maybe, or we're not there overnight now.
I think we're there for a day, the last day.
Yeah,
it's still riding around in Scotland when we're there. That would be cool.
Who would be riding around?
To actually see them.
Well, you mean filming the show?
Yeah, we're going to be riding around.
My guess is they will not be filming because they started filming. This is another piece of news that we have not discussed. Season 6 is underway, you guys.
Now I can.
I think season 6. This is my theory. There's no proof or confirmation of this, but I think they'll be done by the time by the end of April. I'm going there with a hot take. We will be into viewing season 6 by the time we go to Scotland next year.
The last season.
No, because oh my God, Jill, you're like the queen of segues. Another
Jill,
piece
that
of
was a perfect
news.
segue.
Another piece
Whatever
of news
do you
is
mean?
season 7 has been announced. We've been renewed for season 7.
Remember, I only read book 1, so
I know.
But wait, how many books are there?
84.
Well,
Tracy,
are you asking me this, Carol? Are you asking me this now, or are you asking me this on November 23rd, 2021? Because my answer's going to change on that day. Woo-hoo-hoo. This
Jill
is where
doesn't
Jill
know
tunes
this.
out.
What?
This
All
is where
right,
Jill
on this segue, I got 5 minutes and I'm out. 6 o'clock.
Jill,
6 o'clock
Jill,
in the morning.
you are being rude to our friends who
6
are watching this.
6 a.m.
Yeah, I get up at 6:30, whatever. I'll do another 2 hours of this, whatever.
Okay, let's. All right,
Jill
so-
can jump off. Jill can jump off because...
Yeah, but no, I have things that I want to
would-
say about shows, and I want Jill to say too.
All right. Well, let's quickly buzz through the Outlander stuff then, so that we can have a little more time to talk about
I don't
shows.
even remember what's going on in Outlander.
So, Jill, do you remember you watched season 5, right?
I watched everything. I had to buy Stars in order to watch it because I don't have it.
Stars is clearly making a lot of money from
And then
Outlander Purgatory.
I quickly deleted it once it was done. But yes, okay. What's the guy, the one that everybody hates? Yeah, she got him right between the eyes. What was his
Stephen
name?
Bonnet?
Yeah, that one.
Well, we talked about that during the episode, but yeah, that was, yes.
Yeah,
But-
so that's what I'm saying. That's what, like, one of the last episodes, I think.
Right. But what's interesting is that actually happens in book 6, this book, right here. I don't know. If you can
Oh,
see
I
it.
know they kind of, like,
Right.
I know
Yeah.
that things up and
They brought some things from book 6 into season
mix
5.
up stuff from books, the different books, and yeah.
But
Like I said, I didn't read any of the books, so I don't know.
I'm super curious about one thing, and I won't spoil anything, but I don't think it's a spoiler to say book 7, which is Echo in the Bone. The end of book 7, and Diana doesn't really do this much. She's not Miss Cliffhanger. Like each book usually ends like, there's just sort of a full closure, or like, if you got another one, great, but if not, like, whatever.
You better not going to be spoiling something.
No, and I'm not spoiling anything, but I will say that book 7 ends with 7,000 cliffhangers. There are cliffhangers. I mean, book 7 ends, and you're like this.
And what season are we going into?
We're going to
Season
go
6,
into season
7.
6, but
Season
we've
6.
been renewed for season 7. But my point is that to be renewed for season 7 and not get a season 8. Do you agree, Carol?
I see what you're saying.
To get
Yeah.
season 7, but not get season 8.
She goes along with the book. I mean, maybe she'll bring in season 8 with part of season 7. Do you know what I mean? Like book 8 with the way she's been doing.
Honest to God, I don't know how they do season 7 unless there's an agreement to do season 8. Because you'd have to cut, like, literally it ends with 7 different cliffhangers.
I don't know,
Yeah,
though.
well, you
I
know
feel
what?
in the past there's been...
They canceled Gilligan's Island after 3 seasons, and they had so much more to do.
there's been a lot of episodes. There have been some episodes where it's too much running around in the woods and too much, like, dialogue in some house. And like, I think they can do it. I think they can do it.
Well, why wouldn't they do a season 8 or 7 or whatever?
I think a lot of reasons.
It is quite a cash cow for stars.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cash cow, definitely, but, you've got Sam and Katrina, who I'm sure are like this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
my movie career is a ticket.
Whoa, that baby, stop!
Yeah, but people like that, they can do movies in between the seasons.
I'm
You know what I
gonna be
mean?
James
Like when they're on
Bond
hiatus
now.
from the show.
I'm supposed to be in Dubai filming in about 10 minutes. Something completely different from this century.
And then, I mean, after 7 seasons, they pretty much get paid what they want. Like, that's the other thing. It just becomes very expensive to do it that for that many seasons. I would love to get season 8. I would be astounded, but it's going to be a huge challenge. I guess that's what I'm saying. To do season 8 to align with the books is going to be a huge challenge in a way that it's never been a challenge before. That's what I think.
Do it. I have all faith in them.
But I think
let's get through season 6 first.
And then then book 9. So Diana is done. The editors got it, and we have a pub date, y'all. November 23rd, 2021. Ready for all of our Christmas stockings. Carol, are you excited? It's Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone. I'm going to have to reread, because Echo and Written in My Own Heart's Blood are the only ones I've never reread. So I'm going to have to do, I've 7 months to do that.
Oh, dear God. I'm not much of a rereader. These books, God bless her. These are too long to reread.
I got through the first one. That was it.
I'm fine the first read, but I mean too long for a reread for me.
I've read the first one like 4 times.
Oh, I've read Outlander a bunch of times, yeah.
And the other,
in fact, I think I got my reread. I know I read the first 3 over. I don't know about Drums.
Drums. I read all the way up through Breath of Snow and Ashes twice. And then I started Echoing the Bone, and then I don't even know what happened. Maybe the TV show started.
I can't wait, though, because we're coming into... Jill, you don't even know what's going to happen. We're coming into some fun stuff.
Right.
And some fun places.
Right.
So just hold on, girlfriend. Strap in that...
Oh, you mean in the TV show?
Yeah. Like, we're headed into some neat stuff.
Well, you're Carol. You are going to be extremely happy with book 7 because we're just getting more into that. We are marching towards, 1776 Revolutionary War, all that
I love
shit. What?
She goes, I love Roger. Like, what?
Jill, Rogers, I don't know if you've...
Right now, that looks like squirrel.
Have you seen any of the clips of season 6 that are floating around? Roger's rocking like a Santa Claus beard.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's not that long, but it's pretty long.
Well, either Roger's filming something else or it's just been in his house way too long.
Oh, you think it's a COVID beard? All right. Any other Outlander news? I don't think so. I think
I'm going. I'm out.
Pretty much it.
Come on, Jill. Wait, 5 more minutes. Jill, what have you been watching lately? Give us a rundown.
The Sinner. The Order.
Oh, love it.
Oh, good Lord.
I know. You were put on the spot.
I know, right?
Jill, you can't really leave because that'll mess the video up.
What?
You can't really leave. We're only going to be on for a few more minutes because that'll mess the video up.
No, I don't think it will.
You can't leave.
What other things have you been watching, Jill?
I'm trying to think.
I opened my Netflix so I can look.
Can I do that from the computer?
Don't you guys just know?
Tracy, what have you been watching?
Well, Carol, I was watching Men in Kilts, as I said. I was also watching, I think I referred to this before, the Stanley Tucci show, which...
Oh, I am so out. Okay.
What? Stanley Tucci goes to Italy and eats all sorts of stuff like this?
Okay. Were there vampires in it? I'm not interested. Any kind of, like, Walking Dead, any kind of horror, any kind of that? No?
No.
Then I'm out.
I'd probably be horrified eating some of the stuff Stanley Tucci's eating.
Oh my God. Yeah, but he just does it so, really like, hotly. It's just so
Stanley Tucci is hot?
Isn't he the bald guy?
You guys. You guys help me here. Help me. Hit me.
He's adorable. He's adorable, but I don't look at Stanley Tucci.
I honestly don't know who he is.
I gotta give me a piece of that.
I don't know who he is. I don't really know. Sorry.
Clearly, they did not see that Stanley Tucci makes a Negroni video because
Makes a necro what?
and
Wait, now we're talking. What? What do you do?
Dead people.
Jill, Google Stanley Tucci makes a Negroni. Wait.
Necrowani?
Neg. I have to spell it. Neg. I can't spell it.
Oh my god! All right, moving on.
Negroni.
I don't
Just
care.
Google it.
It's
All
a
right,
noodle.
so I watched
It's
that.
probably a noodle
Okay,
if it's
I will
Italian.
tell you what I've been watching. And
Or
I
a-
happen
or
to
a-
know that Jill's husband, Howie, has also watched it. We've had several chats about it. I have been watching The West Wing.
Oh yeah.
Never saw it back in the day.
Yeah, but
Now we're going to go there for a few
Yeah,
seconds while
everything.
you guys think of your
Everybody.
vampire shit that you've watched. I never watched The West Wing in all those years that everyone was like, The West Wing is so great. So I finally decided, okay, I need a show to watch when I'm on the elliptical, so I'll watch The West Wing. The West Wing is fascinating to watch. Fascinating to watch. At this time,
I was just gonna say
this
now we're-
time
now
in the
let's-
world,
What?
on the one hand, it is timeless. I mean, it's so interesting in that, like, it was filmed around the same time as Gilmore Girls, which I know we've all watched, right? Jill, you watched Gilmore
Oh
Girls,
Lord!
right? You don't
Never
watch
seen
it?
Oh, Jill, it's so cute. You should watch
Jill,
it.
you should totally.
Isn't that the one with Jared Padalecki,
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
who was in Segway Supernatural, one of my all-time favorite horror shows.
That was really, really good.
That was good.
That
But
was really, really impressive.
yes. So it was those two shows were filmed around the same time, Gilmore Girls and West Wing. Gilmore Girls, though I love it, is very dated, and West Wing could have been done yesterday. The storylines and everything are so universal to like stuff that's happened. Like nothing has changed politically in 20 years. Like it's all like this side,
I'm
this
sorry.
side. But then like
Just write that down.
It's just
Nothing has changed politically in 20 years.
It hasn't.
Except for the internet.
Yes, because there's no social media. And, yes, absolutely. So you think
They
to
can
yourself,
get
what
away
would
with
social
shit.
media have done? But, like, what's fascinating is that, all of the deal-making that goes on in the White House. And, like, okay, if you change this tax credit from 300 to 400, I'll, like, give you more cows in Minnesota or whatever. Like, really cool. That's interesting. But then the other thing that's super cool is like you don't realize how far women have come until you watch The West Wing from 20 years ago and see how women are like non entities 20 years ago and talked down to.
Are they fetching coffee when they're not getting any for themselves?
100%. 100%. The way that Josh talks to Donna, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
So,
well, 20 years ago, I didn't put up with that, so I don't know why Donna was.
I thought this was supposed to be an Outlander thing.
Well, we've segued into other shows, so that's what I've been watching. I've been watching The West Wing, and it's a very good show. I see why people like it. It's very well written. The last couple seasons are a little not quite as good. All the performances are great. Martin Sheen is fantastic. So there you go. I'm on season 6, midway through, and I have a lot more that I could say, but I know you guys have never watched it, so.
Okay. So, my turn?
I think so.
Okay. So, first of all, talking to some friends of mine, and I overhear them talking, and I'm like, what the heck? What did you just say? And they say some massive spoiler from Peaky Blinders.
Oh, Peaky
And I'm
Blinders!
like-
I watched that.
I have not watched
How
it, but I
the heck-
want to. And
I'm like,
should we toast to that lady from Peaky Blinders? And I
Jill,
know her
I
as
don't know if
Mrs.
Jill
Blair
knows.
from all
I
the
don't
movies.
wait, Tracy, wait. I don't think Jill read that text.
She does.
What?
The boys told me.
Oh,
God. So I'm sick that none of us knows her name right now.
it's Helen McCrory.
Oh, Jesus God. She's so amazing in everything she does. I'm sick. when I found out, I had no idea she was sick.
Nobody did. Nobody did. And she's married to Brody from Homeland.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? God bless her. And it doesn't surprise me either that she must have. I can't even imagine what it must have been like for her filming. Anyway,
it's like Chadwick Boseman. Like nobody knew.
Right. Right.
No idea.
Oh,
so
something else I watched recently.
Wait, I'm talking.
It doesn't matter.
Speaking.
What?
I'm speaking.
I'm speaking.
I'm speaking.
Yes, but if I don't say it, I'll forget. What's the one I just watched with Annette O'Toole?
I'm speaking. What?
What's the one I just watched with Annette O'Toole?
Oh, love it. I told you to watch that.
Yes. What was it?
Virgin River.
That's one. I watched that.
Love Virgin River.
That was a good one too.
I bet you guys have watched Virgin River. Absolutely.
And that didn't have any people. Well, actually, it did. But,
oh my God, you guys! There's two seasons so far. Am I correct, or it's not 3? Is it?
No.
It's a really good show. Tracy, you should watch it too. It's beautiful. Pacific
I'm waiting for
Northwest.
Ozark to come back.
Carol, you were going to talk about Peaky Blinders, which I want to watch because everybody's like, it's so great.
Well, I'm kind of laughing because I used to pride myself on shows like that on UK shows and Ireland shows that I didn't. People were like, I don't know what they're saying, and I was like, oh, please. But now I've just sort of become a lot slower. So I'm like, I'm just turning on the damn subtitles. My brain has gotten lazy. So Peaky Blinders, Jill, what is it called?
What?
What is it called? What am I watching?
The Peaky Fucking Blinders.
So I've been watching with the subtitles. So I don't know. That's sort of, I got on a kick. And my neighbor Teresa tells me what to watch, and she's my TV boss, so I do what she says. So the next one I did was Who Killed Sarah, which is a show from Mexico. And once again, subtitles.
Oh, I can't do subtitles.
Fantastic. It's first of all, I am just loving watching shows from other countries because I love to see the differences. I love to see the similarities. I really enjoy. I don't know why. I like subtitles.
I'm going to send John Shabe down to live with you.
There are people. Get it in the wash, man. There are people. Excuse that. There are people who refuse to watch shows because they have subtitles, and I'm like, then you don't know what you're missing because
it gives me a headache. I can't keep reading.
Who Killed Sarah? Okay. So what do I do next? My neighbor, my boss, Teresa, tells me, I have a show for you. It's very sweet. It's not the norm. It's not something you're used to, but give it a try. You guys, if you are just so done with COVID fatigue and you're so done with politics fatigue, you're sick of everyone being rude, you're sick of all of these causes and things being shoved in your face in America right now. If you just want to go back to a simpler time and a simpler feel, that's what I should say. The sweetest show it's Korean, called My Holo Love. And that has been on Netflix as well. It's actually technically should
My Hulu Love?
Yeah. The whole point of the title is actually the word hollow for different reasons, but she says, hold on. Oh my God. I loved this show so much. Now I'm obsessed. Can't wait. There's going to be a season 2. I don't even know how to give you the quick little rundown of the show other than to say I'm like a tech dweeb. So there's some tech, there's some AI, which is like the wave of the future. And basically, somebody invents this. I always forget if it's hologram or holograph. What's the one?
Hologram.
Yeah, right? What's on your license?
I think it's hologram.
I think it's hologram.
Like Princess Leia coming out of R2-D2 is a hologram.
Yes. Help me, R2-D2. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. So it's that. Only in order to see it, you have to wear these special glasses. And there's a love story.
Wait, you, the viewer, have to wear glasses to watch the show?
No. In the story, in order to see Holo is the name of him, you have to wear these special glasses. It's just a neat show. And I know you're like,
leprechaun?
What?
Like a little leprechaun? And you can
my
only
God.
see them with the glasses.
It brings up a lot of like points, and it makes you feel. But I swear to God, you feel like you're saying, Tracy, in the West Wing 20 years ago, in a good way. You are like, just all of the United States right now is just pushed to the back burner. Oh, it's just lovely. I can't say the word I would use is just lovely. I loved it. And now I'm like totally, my neighbor's like, now you have to get into Korean TV with me. Like now the next one is called The King. She wants me to watch. So there you go.
Interesting.
That's
the
what
Queen's Gambit I watched.
Oh, Queen's
We
Gambit.
talked about that last video.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
covered.
sorry.
That was good. What about Broadchurch? I watched that.
No, no.
I need to watch that.
Where's
That's
the I watched?
Broadchurch was, the first season was fantastic. The second season was kind of ridiculous, and the third season was pretty good. But Olivia Colman can do no wrong. I'd watch her in anything.
I don't
She's
know.
so
who
great.
God, cover.
Jill, you've seen her before. She's the queen in The Crown.
Queen in the
Which
Crown.
queen?
The older
The
queen.
current one.
The
She's
current
the Jan
one?
Brady queen.
I'll tell you what queen she is. She's the queen who is sitting by herself and her husband's
Oh,
funeral.
you
Are
guys.
kidding me?
Oh.
What? So why? Because of COVID? Why is she
Yeah,
sitting alone?
because of COVID.
Wait, when was the funeral? I missed it.
Saturday.
Oh, I missed it.
It was
And
Saturday.
they have to protect her.
I haven't seen a thing on the news or anything.
It was on
believe
live,
it.
like at 9 o'clock in the
I
morning.
would have rathered if they would have put her in a plexiglass box.
What do you mean she was
a
sitting
little
there?
hole in it, and William could have stuck his hand in the little hole
Is
because, and then they could have had Fauci on the other side of her. I swear to God, it made me sick that woman sat for her husband, who she was married to for 74 years, by herself. I'm
That
sick.
they wasn't that the church that where Harry and Meghan got married?
What was it?
The St. George's Chapel.
Doesn't everybody get married there?
Now, like some people get married in.
No, they were.
I think it was because I recognize there's like light fixtures on the wall, like little like sconces.
I don't know why I want to say Windsor, because that's where they all live, right?
Well, I think this is around there. I think this is near Windsor Castle. I could be. Oh, that's sad. Walter Mondale has died.
Oh.
Little moment of silence for the VP. VPs do not fare well in West Wing.
Tracy, that's what it is. St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle.
Okay, so I recognized it. So Jill, if you want, I don't know if you watched Harry and Meghan's wedding, but like it was the same chapel. Well, only about 30 people were allowed in the service. So that chapel, like the seats go on for days. So everybody was kind of spaced out, and they weren't doing like wide shots. So they'd show, or they did a little bit with the Queen, I guess. But like, even if you did sort of a wide shot, you didn't have anybody sitting around you, so it looked like you were there all by yourself. Like she wasn't. There were other people around, but
Yeah.
everybody was spaced out. I mean, like Harry was there
so
by himself
sad.
too. But it was
I'm just
very
surprised I
sad.
haven't seen anything on the news.
You know, it's very interesting.
I'll have to Google it.
We were away.
Things to do. I'll Google it tomorrow.
We were
I
away
didn't watch.
when
I
Prince
just
Philip
saw it.
died. So, and it was one of these days when we were just driving around in the car because we were up in the Catskills. And all we did was watch BBC or listen to BBC on Sirius all day. And it was so interesting, like hearing the BBC kind of take on, like all it was about Prince Philip and his life. And it wasn't like, I was just like, okay, if it was in the US, it'd be like, is Meghan coming? Like that would be the big story. Like, is Meghan coming? Or like, you know, TMZ, like da-da-da, whatever. And the BBC was just like, it was very interesting to just like listen. You learned a lot. I think that people in the UK, because like Prince Philip, you know, had his fans and had his like detractors. Okay, whatever. At the end of the day, he's a like super historical figure, super significant, and it was interesting to learn about his life. And we just listened to it in the car all day, and it was very interesting. And there you go.
Totally interesting. But I'm going to segue back. Wait till you hear this segue. I just made this up. So the Royals, let's go back to King Edward, who was played by Max Irons.
King Edward the Third.
I just almost passed out. Did you ever watch The White Queen?
Yes.
Okay. Remember the king? So Max Irons. What's his name? Irons' son, Jeremy Irons.
Yes.
Okay. He is also in a show, I think it's on Epix right now, called Condor, that is also really good. You guys should be watching that too. But that's one of those ones that they're only releasing weekly. So I believe they just had episode 7, but I'm not sure. Very good show. Anything with Max Irons is completely watch it.
One other show that I just started watching last night, and I can't believe that you guys haven't watched it. Jill, I don't think you have HBO, so whatever. But it has a very special place in our hearts. That's the show called Mayor of Easttown.
Oh, HBO. Let's end with Mayor of Easttown.
Let's end with Mayor of Easttown. Now, we need to break this down, or as I call it, Mayor of Winningham. Easttown, okay. So we were initially really excited about the show because, Mayor of Easttown, Easttown, Pennsylvania, it's based, the writer based the show on where he grew up. You need to know that the writer of Mayor of Easttown went to our high school. The writer, there's rumors that he went to our grade school.
He grew up in Berwyn.
He grew up in Berwyn, which is the next town over from us. So we grew up in Paoli, which is part of Easttown Township. So, so the feeling was like he spaced it, or he set the show like where we grew up. It's not where we grew up.
Well, we talked about this last time.
Did we? No, did we? I don't think that's...
we did. We talked about this last time. We just mentioned that it was coming and that it was nothing like when we watched the trailer, we were like, is this like Scranton circa 1932? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
All right, it's now after 9:30.
But I'm going to... So the last thing we can do is... Caitlin's... I thought Caitlin's... It feels... This Mayor of Easttown feels like every other show ever. Like, that's a dark, like, oh, so-and-so gets, like, murdered, young person. It's like, it could very well be Broadchurch. It actually is very, like, the mood is very, like, dark and somber, like Broadchurch. But let's talk about Kate Winslet's accent.
Hello. She goes on and on in the article I read about how hard it was to learn the Delaware County, aka Delco, aka Delaware County accent. But honest to God, when I watched the trailer, I didn't really hear an accent.
It comes and goes. Her accent is very much like Robin Williams' Boston accent in Good Will Hunting. Sometimes
well, you know what? I gotta be honest with you. I don't want to pick on her because I certainly am not out there doing a British accent on TV. So I don't want to pick on this poor woman because it's not an easy accent. But
no, I think she's doing an all right job. I mean, I grew up there and I couldn't do the accent. I have a real hard time doing the accent. We lived there. You see, Carol, it would be easier for you because you were still really little when we lived there.
I was just gonna say, why do you have a hard time doing the accent?
Because I was in the middle of 3rd grade when we moved there, so by that time I was already like steeped in Jersey accent.
Well, I'll tell you something else. You guys, this is another point that Tracy's trying to make. This Mayor of Easttown, the only people who have that accent in that area are people who like grew up in Philly and moved out to the suburbs, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what the hell? What it makes no sense, but whatever. But God bless him. We really shouldn't be knocking a guy from Berwyn who went to Carroll.
I know. It's only one episode in. I don't know if I'm going to stay with it or not. It's just, it didn't seem very original to me. But Kate Winslet's very good. I love that Jean Smart. She's great in everything. I don't know. Just the whole, like, I'm a woman detective. I'm kind of like down on my luck. Like I'm expecting her to pull out her, the 5th of vodka soon.
Well, you know what, Tracy? We're too close to it. Like maybe people from like Ohio or like New Mexico would like it because they don't know the Philly. You know what I mean? They don't know the burbs.
I'll stick it out for another couple episodes, but you should watch it too, and then we could maybe break it down.
Well, that involves me not having HBO, and HBO is $14.99 a month for HBO Max. Jill, what are you laughing at?
HBO Max has some good things. Oh, I watched The Flight Attendant. Like, I don't think we had talked about The Flight Attendant in the last video because I don't think it was on yet.
Not.
And that was good.
Wait, Jill. What are you laughing at?
What? Something that Jennifer put on Facebook. Did you see the one with the goat?
Jill, you know this isn't like a real conversation that we're just shooting the shit texting, right?
Yeah,
you know
Jill,
that
we're
like
talking to people.
People are actually
You're
watching.
So rude.
This.
You can't be looking at Facebook while we're chit-chatting with people.
But I'm not interested in what you're chit-chatting about. So,
but there are people out there who are cracking up at Jill and not us. I'll tell you right now.
You think people have lasted this long? We're like, I really do. I truly.
Right,
goodbye, my fans.
I missed an episode of Condor. I gotta go watch it.
I will see you all in Scotland.
All right, you guys. So, okay, we're gonna wind this down.
I don't know how to get out of this.
What?
I don't know how to get out of this.
Just walk away.
Carry on, because it'll take me a while to figure out. So I'll stay. So you want to figure out how to get out of this.
Now watch The Flight Attendant on HBO Max too. HBO Max is pretty good. They've got some good things going. And we totally signed up to Hulu, to the free month of Hulu to this is the other thing. Just one more thing. One more thing. Hello. Hey Lou. We signed up for the 30-day free trial to watch Nomadland and then forgot about it, so we're paying for it now.
But you have to write them down. You have to write, and I'll tell you something else. Amazon, go to your orders. If you're ordering anything like Prime or sometimes Amazon, you're ordering through them. And Apple, don't try and go through your computer. Go through your phone. If you have an iPhone, right on there to iCloud, and right there it says subscriptions. Nope.
I do not subscribe to Apple Plus. That's one thing I don't have.
I have no idea.
But I did watch.
I said nothing about Apple Plus. I'm talking about some of these things that you're signing up for are right there. Go check.
That it's like ease of getting out of them. Okay. Well, I did watch 2 other things on Hulu, and both were documentaries, and both were pop culture-y. One was the Free Britney documentary. Have we watched that?
I've seen that, but I have to watch.
It's very good.
Oh, sweet mother, if I have nothing else to watch.
And then the other
to pay attention to her money, and who's going to care more about her money than her dad? What the heck is going on there?
Look, I have a special place for Britney. Way back in the day, years and years ago, when I had a different, more fun job than I do now, and I actually got to interview celebrities, I would get these postcards, like monthly, like clockwork, like about this girl, Britney Spears. Her album, her new album drops soon. I'm like, who the hell is this Britney Spears person? Well, clearly we found out who she was, and Hit Me Baby One More Time became big, so I got to interview her for whatever. She was a sweetheart. She was a sweet, lovely girl. Lovely, lovely girl. Was this the, like, you know, how celebrities use tech or whatever, and we talked about her favorite car, and we talked about, like, I don't know, what she does on the computer or whatever. She's probably all of 16 or 17. I don't know. She's a lovely girl. So I feel kind of bad for her now, you know?
Either way, I would not want to see her money going to some Lord knows who, because we all know what's going to happen there. Why do you need to be away from your dad? Because doesn't dad care more about you than other people?
But she doesn't seem to want to be with the dad. She doesn't want him managing the money. She doesn't
want to be with the dad because she's brainwashed by the one who wants to steal her money. That's her dad. He cares. I don't think she's hurting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's wanting for anything as she's dancing by the pool on TikTok.
Oh my God, you guys, I have truly been for the last 5 minutes trying to get out of this.
Well, wait, the other thing is Kid 90? Kid 90, I think is what it's called. And that's the Soleil Moon Frye documentary.
Is he related to Kid Rock?
I was just going to say Kid Rock.
No.
But
that is like what it was like to be a child star in the 90s when
he's divorced.
Who? Kid Rock is divorced?
No, Soleil Moon Frye.
I don't know I don't know. I mean, it wasn't really about her now. It was more about her then. Because she like carried a video camera around everywhere and filmed everybody. And you see like all of these child stars of that time period, like, you know, doing coke or getting high or whatever.
I'll watch that.
It's very interesting. All right. And with that,
Jill's
Jill.
on the QVC set now. And last but not least, guilty pleasure. I'm waiting for Love Island to come back.
I thought it did. What about Temptation Island?
I watched a few episodes 20 years ago, Tom and I, but I haven't seen that in a long time. I'll try it, but I'm waiting for Love Island. UK is coming back this summer. Jill, how did you do that?
I'm trying to get off the damn thing, and this is what I'm finding.
All right, you guys.
I can't.
Before she has a conniption fit and just break something, we will say goodnight. We will say...
You guys, she really is going to be fun in Scotland, I swear.
Yeah, she'd be like, I'm tired. I want to go sleep. Like, take me back to the hotel.
And I want to go to bed.
Oh, no, that's me. Jill stays up till all hours.
What?
Jill, look at the camera while we say goodbye, please.
All right, well, wait. Let me do the little
Good night,
spiel.
Gracie.
Yeah. You know, comment in the comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you guys are watching, because we need ideas, because some of us don't like things with subtitles.
Let us know how
You
to...
don't either? Dilate your mind.
John, that's what I told you. I'm going to send John down to live with you, because he's all into the subtitles. So you guys can just be happy as clams.
Full of love. I'm also have a massive crush on the guy who plays the lead, but I can't remember his name.
John's watching some show now on Netflix. I think it's Netflix, where it's all about like street food in Thailand. Oh. Yeah, and I think Oaxaca and Mexico, and he's just
you guys watch all these shows about food. All right, wait,
like on Zoom, there's a thing at the very bottom that says "Leave meeting," and there's not.
Jill, there should be a little red button with a phone. But we're all gonna leave soon.
I'm gonna say goodbye, Jill. Just stay there. All right, you
so,
guys. We love you.
Let us know what you think in the comments. Comment on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Carol's blog. I'm sorry, the website.
Carol's blog. You mean the thing that started this all?
In other news, Carol also carried a camera around in the 90s.
Or
when she was writing a blog.
That's the only way to get a hold of me.
You mean the blog that I every single Outlander book I wrote about?
Hello.
Oh my God. All right, you guys. We love you guys. We're so excited for Scotland.
We love you.
And
sign up.
If you can't come, we love you anyway.
I'll put the link to the sign up page will be everywhere. Get on it. Come with us.
What's going on?
You really think that you're gonna have more fun than this? Come
on. Do you see how crazy we are on a video on a Monday night? Imagine Saturday night in a pub.
I don't care.
All right, you guys. We will see you soon. Bye.